Hello everybody, this is Riley with your Excel VBA tutorial on how to query a text file. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to record your macro and then make little changes in the recorded macro so you can dynamically grab information from a text file. So in this example, we're going to use these three text files here. So it's just a random example. We have different semesters, and say you wanted to be able to type in a semester and pull all of the students and grades from that semester. Okay, so if we look here, this is separated by a tab, not a space. So if I made it a space, it would be that close, but I made it a tab, so it's separate there. Go ahead and minimize all of these. Okay, so I'm going to come up here to developer and record macro, and we'll just do txt query. Okay, we'll click OK. And now we're going to go up here on the ribbon and click data from text, and I have it open to my text files here automatically. We're going to do fall 2018. So now we have this text import wizard. We have 3 steps there. So the first part here, we're going to click delimited, which is already pre-selected. I'm going to click my data has headers. Go next. We're going to have it tab and not space. If we wanted to do the space in the text files, we would just uncheck that and then check space. As you can see in the preview, it shows the names in separate columns from the grades, which is important. So we can click next, but there's nothing we have to do here, or you could have just clicked finish. It doesn't matter. So we're going to click finish, and we'll go ahead and click the button here and click on cell A2 and then click OK. So now, as you can see, it has imported the students with their grades there. So if we pull up fall 2018, we have the correct information. Well, that's great and all, but if we had 1,000 notepad files, how would we be able to dynamically grab that information? Because we don't want to store all that information in Excel, because that would be a really big spreadsheet, and it slows down Excel a lot. We want our spreadsheet to be fast. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here. Now I'm going to pull up Visual Basic, and this is our text query code. This is a little test I did before. I'll go ahead and delete that. Okay. So now this is the code that it made while we were doing the record macro. So first things first, as you can see here, is it's going directly to that specific file name. And we don't want that. We want to be able to type in a file name and it to dynamically grab that information there. So what we're going to do here is delete this information, the fall 2018, because that's the name. We're going to close that parentheses, do an and for ampersand, do another and then have the dot text in a separate parentheses here. Okay, so between these ampersands, we need a value, and that value is going to be active cell dot value. My bad. So pull that back onto the line there, and that should be good now. Okay, and we can keep the range at A2. Okay, so all of this is really unimportant for the moment being. So we want to be able to have the active cell looked up and everything to work the same. So, okay, let's close this. And I'll go ahead and make a new button here just in case you don't know how to do that. So form, or insert form controls button. I undid it. There we go. So click there, and then you can either double click or just click once and come down here and click OK. Automatically is a button. Change it to text query. And so what we can do here is, if other people are using this, we want to notify them that they need to type in whatever file they want and then query that file, but it needs to have the active cell selected as we wrote in the code. So we'll do please have cell selected. You want to look up when clicking the macro button. Okay, so obviously that doesn't look too great, but that's what it'll fix right now. I might come in and fix this later at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and delete this information. Yes, we want to delete that. Okay, so we'll just come over here and we'll say, what was the name of another file? We had summer 2020. So let's do summer 2020. Okay, make that fit a little better. And now when I have this cell highlighted, we should be able to click text query. We need to get rid of this. I ran into this problem before. So that dot command line, you can just get rid of. And ooh, here's another problem. So the dot name should be active cell dot value. Okay, now stop that, come out of here, have our cell highlighted, text query, and there we go. Well, now we need to make sure that it actually pulled summer 2020 instead of fall 2018. So we have Sam with an A minus, Billy with a D, Joe with a C, Jill with an F. Well, it looks correct to me, so we pulled the correct information there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Click yes when you want to delete that. And say, let's go ahead and do the last one here. So spring 2017 is the last file name. So spring 2017, make sure I have the cell highlighted, text query. There we go. I can easily change that to fall 2018, which is what I believe that name was. Let's go ahead and check here. Fall 2018, okay. So text query, and it adds those in behind it. Okay, so we're just grabbing this information. So now, if we wanted to save this file like this, with their little message there, then they should be able to type in whatever they want in a cell, whatever file name. And again, this example is kind of pointless when we have just 3 files, but this applies to if you had 1,000 files and you wanted to be able to do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this message. That's a bad message. Oops, my bad, little Facebook notification pop up. So let's close that and go back to our code here. And we want to give them a little message on opening the workbook. So we're going to do private sub workbook underscore open, and that makes it open on opening the workbook. We'll do MSG box, and then we'll type in, please type in, type in the semester you wish to query, and then have that cell selected and click the macro button to get your info! Exclamation point. Now I know that doesn't look pretty, but you can type in whatever you want there. We'll close that, and now if we save this and reopened it, it would pop up with a little message box. Thank you for watching.